So this is a diagrammatic representation of DNA. So you've got the two strands intertwining, okay? But the way the bases are paired together, they form what's called the minor groove and the major groove. And here in this bead model, this minor groove is represented by this stretch here, with the phosphate backgrounds here, and the major grooves here and here. This is represented by this gap here, and that gap here is the major groove there. The water molecules, which I'll go into the next slide, I think fill this groove, okay? So this paper, taken from the journal Crystals, is titled The Role of Water in Defining the Structure and Properties of B-form DNA. B-form is a hydrated form, don't worry too much about that. But it's the journal Crystals, published 2022. So this is a 1.6 Armstrong resolution crystal structure of DNA, 16 base pair duplex sold, 1.6 Armstrongs. So it's showing quite a lot of detail of the atoms. So what you notice in this is, I'll zoom in a bit. So what you see here is that's the major groove. This is the minor groove. That's the major one. These little blue dots are actually the water molecules. So they fill the major groove is lots of apolar and polar surface patches. And the water molecules are spread out through there, and little dots, blue dots, and those are in both the major groove and the minor groove. In the minor groove, you notice there's a spine and water molecules going along it, which are actually in two layers, an upper and lower layer. They form a structure a bit like ice. So yeah, the minor groove this minor groove is actually an AT rich region. There's AT pairs followed with a GC pair. There's AT, AT, AT all the way down. Okay, these letters represent the base pairing going down this duplex, this piece of DNA. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So yeah, lots of water molecules in the major groove and minor groove. This again is a much more close up. You see the water, the beads, the blue beads, which are the water molecules, okay? So as you see DNA, and that's the spine and water molecules going up the minor groove. So as you see, DNA is surrounded by water molecules, which are critical for its function and structure, okay? They help it to maintain its structure, I believe, and they also help it to function. You might possibly be able to see, I think, blue beads here just about. There's a bead there, water molecule. Yeah, there's these water molecules here, the blue beads. Okay. So this is another, this is double helix, and again, this is the major groove here, okay? That's the major groove there. This is the minor groove, and this is showing the spine and water molecules through the minor groove, and there should be a similar number to what they were in the previous diagram, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and they're actually arranged in two layers, one on top of the other. Blue ones are nearer the DNA, so they're near the bases, so they form a sort of a nice like water structure, a nice sort of structure like water structure. From the water forms similar structure. So yeah, that's the spine that goes around follows the minor groove. Okay. So this is a neutron study of DNA. So we got the purple bases here, and there's a base there. Okay, and these little blue triangle things with white ends, those are the water molecules. So you can see from this how there's a water molecule, hydrogen bonding to bases, and some of them hydrogen bond to themselves. A water molecule there, hydrogen bonding to another one, but they also hydrogen bond to some of the hydrogen bonding to the phosphates, the base, backbone, okay? Here again, water molecule hydrogen bonding to the backbone, water molecule hydrogen bonding to the phosphate. Okay, so you can see these blue, white water molecules. So they have a very critical, fundamental role in the structure of water and how in the structure of DNA and how it works. Okay, and that's the edge of the DNA double helix there. So, yeah, the claim water damages DNA is misunderstanding. If you imagine each water molecule is a V, like that, then basically the DNA is completely surrounded by water molecules. And you see these other pictures I show you how water is filling the major and minor grooves of DNA. The only things that do damage DNA are it's damaged by ultraviolet wavelengths from sunlight. Certain wavelengths can damage DNA. These are skin cancers and mainly skin cancers because light doesn't get in your body. Plus too much X-ray exposure. Hospital equipment gives you low doses. Gamma rays are very, very destructive towards DNA, and oxygen free radicals. Free radicals. There's a single electron in an oxygen atom. These are very, very reactive and aggressive, and these will damage DNA. These are reactive oxygen species. Ultraviolet, X-ray, gamma rays damage DNA, cause a lot of errors to occur. But errors are continuously being also during the process of translation, of replication. When DNA is replicated and conversion of DNA into proteins, you get a lot of errors occurring through the natural use of enzymes, but these errors get edited out, so most errors get removed. Errors only last long. As you get older, people tend to get ill, get cancers, things like that. That's because errors are accumulating and remaining, and so things go wrong. But generally when you're young and when you're healthy, errors are removed. And you can remove these things by eating lots of fruit and veg. Okay, so yeah, that's have a good night.